Hello and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Zimbabwe Celebrity Hub. I'm your host Mona Lisa Dube, and we hope you enjoyed our last episode with Ja Praiser. This week we are going to be speaking to one of the most decorated comedians and definitely controversial in Zimbabwe, Titi. And she has allowed us into her home and she's going to be sharing with us her story, her journey, and she said that she'll be here in 5 minutes. I hope it's 5 minutes each boy because so let's hear her story and let's just wait on her.
Ndinoziva waisada kuti in the end, but you gotta let me go. Yeah, Dini Trevor Wikwadongo, and you're watching Zimbabwe Celebrity Hub on NashTv. Zogakosha.
Hello. Hi. Oh, really? Deb? What's up? How are you?
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
The latest one? Is
Yes.
the one you got from?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
It is.
We can have a look at it.
Oh, yeah?
We can
Okay.
have a look at it.
Sure.
So how are you, Thank you so much
I'm
for
good, thanks.
letting
How are
us
you?
come into your home.
Oh.
We know you're so busy.
Yes.
So we appreciate the time you had for us. So how much time are you giving us?
I'm not sure, but I'll try and give you a little time.
Okay.
So please do come in. Come inside. Yeah. Come in.
You are my Titi. Hama, we are Timbo Kurukura. Hey, Taneta, put Sarisiro Pasi, Munu Chilta Mai. Taneta, Taneta.
Ah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Titi, for bringing us into your home.
You're welcome.
So tell us, how's your day normally like on a normal day?
On a normal day, do I have a normal day? I don't remember. But I must say most of my days are hectic. I'm always busy.
Are we actually coming from another?
I'm actually coming from somewhere else, and I had to come like fast because there's something that I needed to do because I'm supposed to go somewhere again before the day ends. So most days, my days are very hectic. I'm always busy. I hardly get time to rest, but I do give myself a day just to stay indoors.
Which day
and
is this one?
It depends. There is no specific date I can say, okay, on Sunday or on. But if I see that, no, now I'm really exhausted, I would just say, okay, let's shift tomorrow to next tomorrow. Tomorrow is for my resting day. So that's what I do. It is. Because at the end of the day, you end up feeling sick. Yeah, and you're like, okay, now I'm not okay. So yeah, I do give myself time to rest.
Right. So congratulations. Your song Baba Arare Rita is now on 1 million views.
Thank
How
you.
do you feel about it?
I feel happy.
I'm not taking my views in.
Daitaitwe yako anotengo unofunga kuti ndine maviews andinawo here izvozvi andingada ndiri kuona 5 million, but unfortunately we don't know how these other guys do it, and I don't think it's fair, not for the people, for yourself, because you are cheating on yourself. You have to live the real thing so that you know kuti I'm supposed to upgrade to this level. But if you just give yourself false, you know, it won't come out proper for you. You have to know from the organic people kuti no, vanhu vari kuteerera ende vanhu vari kuzvifarira.
That's how you can track your growth.
That's how, yes.
So how do you identify yourself mostly? Do you identify yourself as a musician, Kanakuti as a comedian? How can we describe my Titi?
I'm everything. I am a musician, I am an actress, I'm just everything. You can't really say, my Titi does this. I do just about everything. And I think,
how do you want to be introduced? What in my Titi? What? Mona Lisa, I'm a journalist.
It's to be very honest with you, I don't know. I don't know, because I just think I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I said, so I wouldn't know. You also might do the musician, might do the comedian, might do the businesswoman, but what I just like to be called is I'm mighty for Babatiti. That one is enough for me. The rest will follow, but I am mighty for Babatiti.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we want to pop that a little bit more.
No, that's the brain name. For me to be here is because of my past life, my previous marriage. It told me a lot. It inspired me. My own life inspired me to be who I am today. In everything that used to happen to me, a lot of the stuff, I ate the stuff in a comic way. People will laugh about it, but sometimes it's like a real issue which happened during that time. But then I just have to shift and twist it a bit so that people can laugh about it. Issues which used to happen to me in my previous marriage. So all these things happened when I was with Baba Titi. So, the attachment will never go. I'm mighty for Baba Titi. And besides, it's a brand name. So I know people always say, why don't you remove it? How does Baba Titi's wife feel? I was like, no, we're cool like that. We're like best friends. Yeah. We're friends. We visit each other. She calls me and we talk and we laugh and whatnot. It's like we are family. The way we co-parent, it's amazing. It's unbelievable because people will think, okay, because before then, we used to be enemies. But then we grew up and sat down and said, you know what? We're grown up, so whatever happened, we move on. So my Titi for Baba Titi is a brand name I cannot remove or erase or try to change. It's my Titi for Baba Titi. This is work. This is where everything is centered. I'm my Titi for Baba Titi.
So earlier on, you told us, Kuti, you are everywhere. You're into business, you're into comedy, you're into music, and we were actually waiting for you to come because
Yes.
So how do you balance? Because you're also a mother and you're also a provider. You know? How do you balance that time with your family and all that you have to be doing as my Titi?
Yeah, like I said before, it's not easy, but we just try to force everything to fall in line. Like the time I spend with my family, mostly it's in the evening when I come back from wherever I'll be coming from. I really do make time with my daughter. I've got my daughter Titi, and every time she comes, she wants me to play, PlayStation, FIFA. Sometimes I'm not even interested, but you
have to.
I just have to make her happy. And also, I've got my elder daughter Fifi. Then I try to. She's at school. She's doing this. She's also into business. I'm trying to. To know
So
where
she's into
going.
makeup now.
She's into makeup, and sometimes I'm asking, any sales today? What? Because she's always, my firstborn is mostly locked up in a room most of the time.
She's an introvert.
She loves her privacy. She hardly talks to anybody. It depends with the mood. Sometimes she's all up around and excited and, happy like that. Sometimes she's just reserved and quiet. And I respect her like that. I respect both of them like that. They are two different kids altogether, but, I love both of them the same. Yeah.
And how does being a mom, to what extent does it motivate you to work harder?
Being a mom is what's making me to do whatever I do anyway. At the end of the day, it's not just about being famous and whatnot, but this is a hustle that I'm doing. Not because I want to. Some of the things I do, I don't want to do them. But because I'm making something out of them, I have to do them to keep myself going and to feed my kids. And at the end of the day, I'm a single mom. And it's not easy being a single mom because I'm the breadwinner, not only for my two daughters. I've got a lot of children out there. I've got take care of over 100 orphans.
Wow.
And
you run an orphanage or
not really, but I just go around places where help is needed. But I've got a particular place whereby people now think it's mine, but it's not. It's for everybody. It's called Mount Hampton, where there are around 70-something orphans there. So from time to time, I go there to deliver groceries with the help of my fans, people from the diaspora, well-wishers, organizations. So now they feel like I am their mom. So now, every time I have to report back to them or ask.
Is this a My Titi Foundation?
Yes, I have a foundation. My Titi There is Foundation. And in the future, I was hoping that I build my own orphanage. Yes, but I do help a lot. It does not matter whose orphanage or who's whoever. Wherever I feel help is needed, I do reach out. Yeah.
So is this your sort of like corporate social responsibility? Because you know companies name a corporate social responsibility. As a brand, do you think it also falls under your corporate social responsibility?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So you spoke about being a single mom, Titi, and do you think that it's important in your context? How do you value, or do you think it's important to have male support in a family setup? Because you're actually very vocal about it.
Yeah. Well, yes, it's important at some point, but it's not like you can't do without. A man is needed in your life. There are certain things that we always say we can do, but sometimes you feel like if there was a man.
Like what?
Oh, okay. You know, we have needs.
Okay.
We have needs. You get what I'm saying? You need that.
I
Once in a while, you need that. I think that's the only thing that we need, you know, just for us to keep going. This is natural. This is nature.
Absolutely.
We answer to the call of nature at the end of the day, unless you get what I'm saying. But if you're a normal woman, you really do need a man sometimes to just, you know, make you feel good. Right. But when it comes to issues of life, a woman can do. Like me, myself, if I am to have a man, sometimes the man is the one who's lucky because he will just be walking in the house full of everything.
I like that mentality.
Exactly. Me, myself, I don't know. Maybe that's why I date broke guys, because I don't see the need.
All those guys you dated are broke?
No, really, but I don't see the need of looking for rich man. No, I want him because if it's a Benz, I can afford it. If it's whatever, I can afford it. If it's a house, I've got houses now. I've got 2 in my name, not even a man's brick. You get what I'm saying? So, I'm not so fussy about, but yes, I do. I would love a man. I would love to be married anyway.
Really?
Yeah, I would do so. But I think I need a man who is very powerful.
But you recently married, my Titi. Can we talk about that?
No, to who?
There were rumors that you were. Maybe you can clarify.
No, I don't want to clarify about this. Something that I don't even want to get into. It's something that I don't know. It pisses me off. I think I was scammed to think I'm in love. That's all I can say. I was scammed. Like, the guy sounded so real and the love was too good. It was like, you know, the love that a lot of people don't get out there. It was too good. It was like, okay, my dream.
It was fast track.
And it was so fast track because he had a mission that he wanted to accomplish, but I never saw it because, you know, I learned when these scammers. Now I learned after that the people who are scammers. And the way they will scam, you won't believe, because they will not make you believe that they are scammers. They will be so genuine. Even if someone would come and say, oh, I'm warning you, you say, you are jealous. Because a man who would do just about everything for you, without anything that you can say, oh, I'm suspecting. You know, just about everything. You know, that kind of man I had, he would wash the dishes, you would do the undoable. You're like, okay, when you're looking at him, like, is it me or am I dreaming? It was just everything.
Yeah.
And I really thought, no, I think I found somebody. God has finally blessed me. But anga akatemira big and akariwana and achingoriwana vabaya. But mawanira acho akaita big. He was so much of a business person, business minded. You would say, ndawana murumani focus. He will talk about his company, he will strategize things, and even if you travel to where he was staying, you will see the company is there. But when he's come to me, the company was nowhere to be found. Everything changed just like this. So I got to understand then that, okay, so people are also doing this now as a way of benefiting from women. And I was hurt, but I moved on from there. It's not something that I now think so much about. It was my loss, but then God blessed me more after that. So I just think there is something in life now, and it so happened to maybe I go now don't see and you know, you get what I'm saying.
So at least you found out earlier on.
I found out earlier on, could know there's something about this person, and when I wanted now to take action, he disappeared. Now I know who he is, what he is all about. So he's somebody I wish I would bump into one day, just to teach him a lesson, but I know he's running.
So he disappeared to where?
I don't know. He's out of the country. He stays in SA, but not where we used to stay. He's just into hiding. People see him here and there, but people are not brave enough to hold him. I once said, if you see him, hold him up, because I even reported to the police in South Africa about him. So he's someone who's on the run. He just doesn't want to say, oh, I'm here. But if only he would say, I am right here. No, he's somebody I really wanted to make an example, because a person like me, really, you can't just mess up and then you go away scot-free. I usually don't do that. I don't revenge, but I teach people a lesson. I don't. No, it's a different. Revenge is like I don't know. It's different from criminals are meant to go to jail. That's not revenge. I just want to put him where he.
Justice.
Yes, I just want to put him where he belongs.
Right.
Revenge is, I wish he would die. I wish God would just take his life. I just want him to. No, that's it. You are looking for something, but people like those in the society. He's going to do it to another victim. I'm not the only victim. Before me, there was a victim from Cameroon.
So you only found out
We
later.
got to link up later. 4 of his exes, the same situation, the same strategy. Now we are friends. So now we know this is what he does. He will come to you. He will love you to the extent that you will just lose it all. I'm even better. There is a Cameroonian woman in South Africa. She had about 5 restaurants. She is now a pedestrian, from big cars, from whatever. He destroyed everything. He sold everything. He left that woman almost dead. And that woman, I always talk to her and said, my Titi, when I heard that he's dating a celebrity from Zimbabwe, I said, next victim. But for me to tell you, you don't know me. But I'm happy that you found out and you looked for me, because somebody then gave me the number. And I had to look for that woman to say, excuse me, I'm not here to start any war. I just want to know about this guy. Then,
while we're on that, my Titi, Saga, what advice would you want to give to women?
To women, it's very complicated. It's very confusing. You will never understand it to know the person who comes into your life, what they really want. I know people say, Takambokuza, we want you, but sometimes even if you are warned, you need to be sure. Nobody just says, the child, the person has what you get what I'm saying? Yeah, there were red flags from one. But in my own household, they were not even.
Everything was fine.
So I'm thinking, okay, is this a criminal? And if you ask him, he's like, okay, cool. Like the last time when I said, people are saying you're a criminal, I have to show you to the people, I have to post you, so that he's like, go ahead. That thing that he will make you do whatever you want with him, so that you believe that, no, this guy is genuine. So I just want to warn these ladies that, these men who come, we need that deep revelation. We need that, what do you call it, Anzi? Kunyato kudzikisisa, but discernment that is spiritual. Because in natural discernment, you will not know. Because sometimes you say the person is fake when the person is genuine. Then sometimes you say the person is genuine when the person is fake. So it's only God who knows.
So you need to be prayerful.
Yeah, we need to be prayerful about these men who come into our lives, especially these men from out there. They are real men from out there who will marry. Nigerians, they are full of love. Some of them have got friends married to Nigerians. And when I dated one, I thought, okay, I think this is
one of
yes.
them.
But now there is a part of Nigeria that is just so, I don't know. Then there is a part of it that is called men who are so loving and so caring.
Right, so we did speak about you being an actress, Anditi, and then a few months ago you were in Tanzania and you were in Nyayas that came out. Tell us what happened.
Well, something else I don't want to get into, but what I can say is I escaped death when I was in Tanzania, and a lot of people did not understand. The people I thought, they said I'm not professional, but they are the ones who are not professional. These people with big names, they just think every woman is loose enough to do what they want so as to get what they want.
To be famous.
Yes.
mostly.
Of which people like me, I'm not hungry for fame. I'm so okay. Here in Zimbabwe, who doesn't know my Titi? In Zimbabwe, I don't care if I'm not known in America, but here in my country, I am okay.
In your home country?
The pressure is even too much. So I'm not hungry for fame because where I'm supposed to be famous, I'm famous. And that alone is enough for me. But when I tried doing something with those kind of people, they now wanted to take advantage. They took advantage of a lot of people that side, of which I know those little girls, they're just so afraid of coming out because they are powerless. There are those who are just like, okay, what would we do? What could we do?
So how did you get to know? Is it something that was talked about on set or Mango?
No, it's something that happened to me when, when there was a time I was given a script to go and do it in private, and I ended up almost got raped indoors, and then, you know, things just changed, and I was getting threats through and through the whole set. If you do this, if you do that, if you do, then I'm like, no, this is not where I'm supposed to be at. If it means I'm losing this one, let me lose it rather than doing something because I'm afraid or because I want a collaboration. I don't have to sleep with you to get a collaboration. If you are a professional, rather I pay you, then we collaborate, not I sleep with you so that we collaborate. That's how women fall so cheap into the hands of these men, even businessmen.
But it's not everyone who's as bold as you are.
I know. That's why almost 3/4 of women out there are being used. They just don't say. Someone is some even drive nice cars, but they know that I worked so much, I overdid it just because I want to roll in a car. No, that's not me. Me, I want to make clean money. I'm not saying I'm clean. I've got my dirty things, the dirty things I do, but out of my own will. I don't want to be forced into doing dirty. If I want to do dirty, let me do without being forced. So some women are pressurized because they are so much in need of a job. She has to sleep with the boss. Of a car, she has to sleep with the blesser. Of everything. So you find that everything you have is out of, you know, you are not happy. It's not clean. Even if you look around and you are there in a beautiful house and just thinking this one, it's Mr. So and so. This job is Mr. So and so. These shoes are no. This is my sweat. I look at myself and I'm proud because I look outside and look at my cars. I'm like, this is me, a whole clean me. And I don't have a man who would come and say, because ndakakutengera mota, wakuda kuonererwa onditorera. Yes, mota ndakatengerwa na Java and he did not sleep with us. You get what I'm saying? That was a present which was given out right there in the public. A token of appreciation. You understand what I'm saying? Those are the kind of people we want, who appreciate. People who are just kind for no reason.
Which is not conditional.
Don't be kind and then you put a condition there. No, there was absolutely no condition on Java's gifts. We were just blessed in public. We were not called in a room. We were called at a garage, a castle. Pick. Then we picked and go home after that. We went home straight. Not like, okay, so come back and see me. No. So I really, I weep inside me because I know a lot of women. Some of them, they come to me. Some women are even used by prophets. You know, if I talk too much, but there are some things I don't talk about. But there's some men or some prophets I look at, even here in my country, and I just say, this one I will slap with my hand. If I see him speaking in tongues, I just look like, what is this? Because I know their stories, some of them. I'm not saying most of them.
First hand or rumors? First
hand. Some I even call myself. That's how bold I am. I call and I say, you know, there's an issue, your issue here. Change. You the one who's preaching about this and that and that. And then there's this girl here. Change.
Do they change?
I don't know. They would say, okay, my Titi, I've heard you. Oh, that girl, you know, it just happened. You know, they always have a way of trying to cover their, but it's not nice.
So speaking of the cars, it was you and Madam Boss who
got
the cars. Who got the cars. And we know, based on what we know on social media,
no, it was proper beef. It was a deadly beef. Well, you know, me and Tyra, we were friends. We were the best of friends years ago. We were the best of friends, not just, we were personal friends to that extent. And we were friends when we had nothing. Atina uta ushamwari ukubatanidzira pa Facebook ukuthi nekuti uyu ari chino when she was just there and I was just mighty. Chiroja tumamwe tumakoteji tokuti, sometimes tikatarisa tinoseka. That point yekuti aiti shamwari une ufere, shamwari une souteri. That's how we were. That's how close we were. No, people along the way we became famous. Along the way, people started coming into our lives. Then we had friends, the same friends. Then the same friends would try to divide us, and it worked that time. And I wouldn't want to mention names because it's in the past, so we can't keep on going back and forth because we forgave each other. Right. But it was really tense. Me and Tyra loved each other. Even when we fought, we had a time where we would pick the call and you see a missed call. It's not even a missed call, it's a beep. She wants to say something, but she can't. Then I do the same. Oh. I want to say something. Then sometimes we would post, people don't know what's going on. One day she posted, I miss you. I knew it was dedicated to me. My face was not there, but it was just, I miss you. But it was so hard because people made it so hard for us. People started comparing us. If she does this, then like, oh, my Titi vatedzera. If I do this, oh, Tyra atedzera. If I do this, oh, we are kurwadziwa. But from deep within...
Was that true though, or it's just people...
No, we have never been really jealous of each other. What we fought for had nothing to do with this social media stuff. Saga, we're not jealous of each other, but people would initiate. When people start coming to you, you believer, but deep down inside, we know each other, we knew each other, we know each other. So what really happened on the reconciliation, I wasn't away. She wasn't away. Then there was Honorable Machakaire. We were doing something, it had to do with, what was it about? With coffee, Olomide.
When he came this
When
time.
he came. And then Honorable was like, you know what? This Tyra and Maititi's issue, it has reached some level. Even people fight. If companies are looking for a brand ambassador, what? Half of the company will say we want Tyra. Half would say we want Maititi. People fight. Hey, why do you want Tyra? Why do you want Maititi? So it's like our friendship. The nation as a whole. As much as people say, hey, what was so special about it? We are big brands. And on social media platforms, we have the biggest numbers. So most of the people want to work with us, but because we were divided, they don't know who to take, who to choose, because if I do this, even our own friends, she will be scared, like, okay, now I'm talking to Tyra. Why if my Titi knows this? But people, they were used to talk to us together. But when we split, we divided a lot of people, we divided a lot of companies. Our friendship is not just about Ndeipi. Business-wise, we pulled ourselves back.
Yeah.
We would have been somewhere now very, very far. But because we were fighting, even when she went to Nigeria, that man of God, Dr. Henry, he used to speak to the both of us, telling us, I want you guys to come to Nigeria. He would put us on video call, the two of us. But when we split, he did not know where to stay. And then the next thing now, he took Tyra, then they went. But
Did that bother you?
No, not really. It did not. It did not. But I was like, okay, I think he chose Tyra's side. Maybe he's got his own reasons. But when we reconciled, he was so happy. He made the phone call. It was like a party. Oh my God, you don't have an idea. Even because that other film Tyra acted is not the one we were supposed to act. That one we were supposed to do together was put on hold. Of which now Dr. Henry said he's working on it so that we feature on it together.
Nice.
So you see, our friendship divided a lot. It costed a lot, and it was just high time. We just say, hey, listen, you did not kill anybody. I did not kill anybody. Let's forget. So the honorable called Zodwa, and they said, oh, Zodwa called me and said, Amaititi, we want you here, church number 11, church, blah 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 blah. There is something that I want you to do here right away. I'm like, what is this? Manya. So I just thought it's business because Auntie Zodwa, sometimes it's not our business. Little did I know she did the same too. Madam Boss. What not. Then there was Honorable Machakaire and a whole lot of people, a lot of respected people. Then when we got there, and then I'm sitting there by the table, and then we are talking, we are just talking and laughing. The next thing I turn my back, I don't know what I wanted to see. Then there is Tyra. Then I'm like, I was like, okay, what is she doing here?
Were you ready to pick a fight?
No, I just got very weak. I don't know. Then she came and then she sat opposite where I was sitting. Then we just looked at each other. Then what happened? Tears. Aww. Then laughter. Then
Then pictures. We saw the
pictures.
And
then the honorable was like, no, you guys, is it you were saying? Yeah, I swear. If I get you, I am gonna beat you. There is the wrestle ground. I want you to beat each other today until you finish. Then we will talk from there. But we were so overwhelmed. Yeah. We missed each other so much. So there was really no room for fight.
Yeah, when we love to see it.
Yes, and that's then when we vented that day. I vented too much. She vented too, and we're like, no, listen. After all is said and done, I am sorry. Let's move on, which is very important because it was causing a lot of damage. Even in our children, Titi used to hang around with Mickey. It was just something, it was so difficult for us on our birthdays to even post each other, our kids, and it was not okay.
Yeah, we're glad you now back together. So, Chanyema is my Titi. When it comes to social media, you are not scared to pick up a fight with anyone.
I don't pick up a fight. I retaliate.
People pick up fights with you.
Yeah. Then I retaliate. I'm just somebody who does not accept bullying. I've never been bullied in my life, and I will not start now. Yes, you can decide to keep quiet, but sometimes you fight back, or sometimes it's just too much. How people want to mistreat you, how people want to handle you. Because at the end of the day, if you let these people, they will control you. You're no longer living for yourself. You're living for them. I don't want to live for anybody. I want to live for myself. I want to be happy. I want to enjoy my life without thinking, what is this one going to say about it? Because at the end of the day, people live their own lives. We have never...
But some issues might titika.
No, I hardly bring issues on social media. Issues I don't bring. Issues come. Someone starts something from wherever, which page, then I respond. Of which it's been a while now. I'm no longer responding. These days I'm just too busy.
Too busy making money.
These days now, I used to respond. And even now I respond, but in a more diplomatic way. And I'm just too busy. But what I'm just saying is I'm just somebody who does not like to be bullied to that extent. Because someone is saying some stuff about me. No, I just give them my peace of mind. But kungokurakidza kuti azvirevi kuti wakanyararirwa wawina. Sometimes people choose to be quiet not because they're scared, but they just don't like the drama and the noise. No. But sometimes there are some people who deserve the drama back, because social media is meant to be enjoyed. Nobody's supposed to run away from it or to be scared. There comes a point where you don't post a picture because we don't need that. We need to be happy. It's so big. The world is too big for everybody. We can all fit in. If you don't like me, you can move to the next person. But you can't come to my office to tell me you don't like me. I won't accept that.
That's interesting. Now, my Titi, since we're here, we're going to talk to Titi. We saw Titi outside.
Yeah.
We're also going to speak to Wasu as well. What's your relationship with Wasu?
Wasu is to me now is my PA, my personal assistant, because most of the time I move around with him. He does my schedules and whatnot. He also does my makeup. He's a makeup artist. He's very good. No. It's just me. It was just me. Because I was in a hurry. But when I'm going to a function, when I really want to look nice, Wasu does the magic. He's just someone I love from the bottom of my heart, because also he's got a story to tell. Only that Wasu is not that loud. He's someone who's quiet and reserved. So a lot of people laugh at him, because if you look at Wasu, a lot of people are always asking, Mukadzi or Murume, because he's got a body of a woman, but he's a man. Not like he wants to or he wanted to, but he was born like that. So people don't understand vanhu vajera kungotukirira vanhu. It's different from when we say akaenda akanochinjwa body akanonzwai. No, he's got a big bump. He was born with it. Where do they want him to put it? You get what I'm saying? He told me he suffered from school, from bullying a lot of times, because akangozvarwa akadaro achitenge munhukadzi, and it's something he cannot change. So he grew up like that from childhood up to date. So the rejection that he received is too much from, I don't know, friends, relatives and whatnot. According to him, he used to tell me his stories. You know, when you face rejection from the society, like, okay, mukadzi womurume, and people will say, ah, he gay. Sometimes I see gay, he's not that deep, you get? He's not deep into it, but he looks like it, but he's not into it. He wants to be a man. Sometimes we talk about it, it was not a baby. Yeah, he does, but he looks like a woman. Then, which woman would want a man who looks like her? Do you get what I'm saying? So that's the challenges he faces. So I decided to stick to him because a lot of people wonder about him, and I don't like it. Sometimes it hurts. You know, people don't know that words are more powerful and are more deadly than kurowa chaiko. There are some words which hurt to the extent of let me kill myself. I'm not worthy to live. Yes. Yeah, and he goes through that every day, every time. There was a time in the Kabinam town, people were I had to stand in the gap for him because I was very like, what's wrong with people? Humwe urema awuze ukusekwa. Andidi humwe utori urema ende usawuseke boss waitikira kunemwe mona. So I get so mad even on my page when I post people like naye mukadzi muru hey ngito ere, and I'm like, what's wrong with these people? Did they even take time to say who is Wasu? Wasu, can you tell us your story?
Unfortunately, we're going to speak to him before time.
Yes,
and as we wrap up, what should people look out for from my Titi?
Hey, my Titi is unpredictable. I can't really promise could you look out for what, but you know, major things and mega things keeps popping. I keep giving people surprises. And I'm, you know, like I said, I'm rebranding. I'm sure a lot of people are noticing today is a new my Titi. Of late, like I said, I'm more quiet these days because I am planning big things. I don't want to talk about them now. I learned my lesson not to talk about things before they happen. Because every time I do that, someone will come and punza it for me. So I decided to be quiet about it, but big things are going to happen. Big things are happening. Music-wise, acting-wise, or business-wise. They should just look out. My Titi is still here to stay. Until God says it's the end. But as of now, my Titi is still there. Expect more from my Titi.
And we're here for it. My Titi, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'm out in the place. Just at a pace. Hey, your Ruth, tell him, girl. This goes out to all my woman.
Hi, Titi.
Hey.
Sorry we have invaded your space. I know you were playing FIFA earlier.
No, it's fine.
So I want to speak to your mom. So Tanshita, I know your mom, auntie. And,
Yeah.
what sort of a mom is she to you? What do you think of her?
My mom is the best mom ever. That's all I can say. No, she's the best mom. No, she's actually the best mom ever. Like, I couldn't ask for more. She's the best mom, yeah.
And do you think that she, like, how you relate with her as your mom and how she is, like, online, is it the same person?
Yeah. Yeah, she's the same person. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes if she's in a good mood, yes, she's the same person. Yeah, she's in a good mood, yeah. It just depends. Yeah.
Okay, what do you like most about your mom?
She buys me whatever I want.
Really?
And
What'd you get recently?
a PlayStation. And also that, like, she lets me do whatever I want. She lets me be me. She lets me, like, some moms would, like, tell their children to concentrate on school, but my mom doesn't mind me dancing and doing school at the same time. So, yeah.
So you're into dancing a lot?
I am. Yeah, I am.
Do you think you're going to pursue it as a career, or is it something that you do on the side?
No, I think I am going to pursue it as a career
Uh-huh.
because I love dancing so much.
What sort of
And
dance do you do?
I mostly do Afro and hip hop. Yeah.
All right. So, what sort of, apart from dancing, of course, what do you want to be when you're older?
I don't know.
Never thought of it
I
yet?
never thought of it. Yeah.
But dancing is one of them.
Yeah, dancing is one of them, but the jobs, ish. I haven't thought of it yet.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step out of the shot, and then
Okay.
you're going to do a little dance, and you say, this is for you, Mom. Okay? How's that? I'm out.
Hi, Mona Lisa.
We've heard so much about you from my
Yes.
Titi.
Yes.
So, what sort of relationship do you have, my Titi?
Okay. With my Titi, she's a mom, a sister, a friend, and a colleague as well. She's my boss, actually. So she's all wrapped up in one. But above all, she's a lovely woman. I love her, and I appreciate her with everything that I have, because she has done a lot in my life.
Like
And
what?
like literally everything. It has always been my dream to be working with her and to be close to her. So it was
So how did you
actually
get to meet?
it's funny how we met actually. Takasangana kubasa. I used to work ku Newlands pa kunengwe salon. It was a kids hair salon. And then I heard kuti my Titi was outside. And then I just left the client and I that I had no idea. But it has always been my dream. Kubva nditorwa mutare ndaingoudzawo namama, mama, nerimwe rikumazuva ndichada kunga ndichishanda nemukadzi uyu. So pandatisiya client ndanga ndinayo, and then I rushed kwawanga wari. Hi, my Titi, I'm a huge fan. And then we exchanged numbers. From there, we started talking. I would come, ndichiuya ndichivaona, ndichingotaura. So changed numbers. From there, we just started talking. I would come, I would do my makeup, nay. And then, pakatanga lockdown, I called and because you know what, inini basa rangu ranga rapera ipapapo. So can you at least have, do you have something for me? Chekuti mukwanise kuti ndinge ndichiita since I have nothing to do. And she said, you know what, Wasu? Come kumba, tichibatsiranawo, tichikubatsirawo nekubhadhara marentals, nei, nezvimwe zvinhu zvinone, literally everything. Because basa rangu ranga radini, ranga rapera. And then that's when I started staying with her, and I've been doing zvinhuwo zvavanoda, tichingoitawo, and you know how it is. But I appreciate her a lot. I appreciate her a lot.
She was telling us about how sometimes you get bullied on social media.
Exactly. You know what? It's very sad that people just look at you and then they start judging without knowing kuti munhu akaita sei. For some of us, I wasn't takabarwa zvakadaro. It's not like it's something you pick watokura and you choose to act or look a certain way. Mwari ane kuita kwake kwakasiyana na everyone else. It's just how I am. No one chooses their birthright, to be honest. And apana munhu anokura, especially if you're a guy, there's never a guy anda kukura achiti I want to kuita kunga mukadzi. So I just my prayer is people will just come to realize, you know what, we are all one takangofanana. whether you act this way, whether you act a certain way. But above all, Mwari anongotida takadaro. If God didn't like us, angadai asina kuticreate, angadai tisinga exist. But the fact yekuti tiripo panyika, it shows the existence of God as well. Because there are so many beautiful and weird things out there, and they still give praises to the Lord. So ininiwo zvanguwo wasu ndindazotangawo zvingabva zvazonyanya kuti, but it hurts me a lot. It really hurts me. Zvinondirwadza zvisingaiti. It really hurts me. I just pray one day that people will come to realize, good, you know what, it's hakuchisiri chirwere. It's nature. You can't control nature, Mona Lisa. That's the honest truth. You can't control nature. That's how it is.
Thank you so much, Wasu.
You're welcome,
All the
guys.
best on your journey, Namaiti.
Thank you so. And I've got a car. She bought me a. She gave me one of her lovely cars. I'm very happy and I appreciate a lot.
This is when
Yes, it's branded Wasu, the makeup artist.
Certainly hope that you enjoyed speaking to my Titi. I definitely did, because she had a lot of information to share with us and she was very open about it. And remember, if you have another of your favorite celebrities that you want to hear from, let us know in the comments below, and here on the Zimbabwe Celebrity Hub, we will follow them. Until next time, ciao.